If you're a lettering artist in 2025, things may feel a little bit intense right now. Social media is incredibly overwhelming. AI art, or should I say AI slop, is everywhere now, and you're expected to be an artist, a content creator, a business owner, a marketing guru, and a digital product seller in order to be successful and make a living. So how do you find success as a lettering artist without losing your creativity and staying relevant? Now, here's what I think. The artists who will stand out this year aren't the one doing more. They're the ones doing what's uniquely theirs. And I think the future isn't about working harder. It's about doing things you love, making art that is unique to you, and building products around your own style. I think we can all agree that being an emerging lettering artist in 2025 is not easy. It can feel quite intimidating and even a bit overwhelming. There is just so much content out there already, so many reels, so many tutorials, so many freebies, online courses, people launching products left and right. And somewhere in the middle of that chaos, you're supposed to get people to notice you while figuring out your own path and your own style, and also your own way to make money from your art. By the way, if you're new here, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I'm Aurélie, a lettering artist and a graphic designer, and lettering is my full-time job. It's what I do every day, but trust me, it's not always been like that. It's taken me, I'd say, over 10 years to build a business on my own terms. So if you've ever felt like you're behind and like it's all too much, don't worry, you're not alone. I've had those moments. I still have those moments to this day, and I know how easy it is to fall in this spiral, wondering, am I too late to get started? Or is my work even good enough? Or will anyone buy any of my stuff? And one thing I see constantly and struggle with myself a lot is comparison, especially when you're scrolling through Instagram and you're on social media looking at everyone's work, and it really looks like everyone has it all figured out. Like their style is perfect, their launches are flawless, and they're always somehow landing the best client project while selling products while they sleep. But we never really see the behind the scenes. We never see the failed attempts. We never see the drafts that don't get posted. We don't see the launches that flopped. And the problem nowadays, I think, is it's so hard to tell what's real anymore and what's just performance for social media. You always hear about designers making 300K a year or landing an 80K project, but we don't hear about the context. Like, was it just luck? Was it a strategy? Or was it the result of years of hard work? Did they have any connections? How many failures came before that big win? How sustainable is it really? And seeing that makes it even harder to trust your own progress, and it's hard to believe you're actually doing enough. And then, of course, there's AI. Look, I'm not going to pretend that AI is not good. Even at lettering, let me give you an example. Last month, I created this lettering piece called Groovy Witch, which was inspired by a book I read from Grady Hendrix. And it's super witchy, it's kind of retro, just very me. And just for fun, I asked AI to do one as well. So I gave it all of my brief, I gave it the relevant prompts, and the result was pretty freaking good. Now, knowing there are tools out there right now that can generate hand-lettered words with cute textures, shadows, and effects, stuff that honestly would have taken us hours to make a few years ago. AI is fast, it's convenient, and it's accessible to absolutely anyone. So yeah, it is a little scary. So you might be wondering, what even is the point of making things by hand anymore? Why spend hours crafting something that's just going to get lost in an endless sea of social media content and AI generated work? So that's the word we are navigating right now. And it's no wonder that so many artists feel stuck, lost, or completely frozen sometimes. But here's the good news, guys. While everyone is chasing trends or fighting with I think there is a massive opportunity for artists who focus on what matters. Let me explain. I'm talking about creating unique digital products that showcase your style, teaching your technique to others, and building a sustainable income around your authentic creative voice. So take that groovy witch lettering that I made, for example, using AI. Yes, it's a pretty cute lettering piece on its own, but that's pretty much it. What made people really connect with my own piece compared to the one made by AI was the process. Because here's what AI cannot do. It cannot create something that's deeply, unmistakably you. So I shared a carousel on my Instagram after making that lettering piece where I showed my inspiration, I showed my sketches, how I mapped out the colors and the brushes I used, the time it took to make that piece. And I think that's really what people care about. Not just the final artwork, but the journey and the thought process behind it. And that's the thing. AI can generate a vibe, that's for sure. It can look pretty good, but it cannot replicate your references, your thought process, your personal quirks, and your own way of telling stories. It definitely cannot teach someone from your own perspective or bring the same energy to a piece that only you can bring. So if you're worried about standing out in this new era, don't just focus on the final product. Share your process, share your thinking, because at the end of the day, that's what builds connection, trust, and value, and that's what makes your work human. And I don't know about you, but I'm already so sick of scrolling through Pinterest, which used to be my favorite way to look for inspiration, by the way. Now, every time I go on Pinterest, all I can find are AI images after AI images. And I do not want to use AI as inspiration for my work, nor do I want to buy any AI art. I want to find real work. I want to find real photos from the past as inspiration, real sketches, real textures made by real human beings with real world objects. Because here's the truth, your unique style is your competitive edge. People don't buy products just because they're perfect. They buy the connection, they buy the story, they buy you. And that's your advantage. That's the thing that AI will never replicate. So yes, I agree, it is crowded, it is noisy, but you don't need to do everything or be someone you're not. You just need a clear direction, a little accountability, and the confidence to build something that's truly yours. So what's the solution, you may ask? What can you actually do right now to start building a sustainable creative business as a lettering artist in 2025? And honestly, the answer is simpler than you think. Start selling digital products. Digital products are way easier than most people realize. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start small, build something valuable, and iterate from there. Because digital products can be updated. The truth is, if your product helps someone, even in a small way, it will become profitable. So here are 3 main ways I see lettering artists making it work right now by creating signature digital tools like Procreate brushes or custom fonts, or sharing their process through tutorials, workbooks, and even courses. And finally, designing useful assets like digital planners or templates that solve a real problem for other creatives. So like I said, passive income is not about being perfect, but it's about starting with what you already know. It can be just a tool, one method that you use, or one little trick that made your life easier, and that could become someone else's favorite resources. And I'm not just saying that, I have done it myself. So I know it works. And if you're wondering, Aurélie, but how do you find ideas for new products? Like, how do you know what's going to sell, and how do you come up with ideas? Well, I participate in challenges. You guys might know about my lettering style challenge, where I create and share a lot of work over a very short period of time. And from that, I gather feedback. I try to notice what gets more interest. For example, during the lettering style challenge in 2023, I created book covers and I got so many requests about my brushes, my process for making covers and designing with like a bevel style of lettering. And that became the foundation for my whimsical lettering masterclass, which has become one of my best-selling courses. So that's how the big ideas happen. They come from doing, they come from experimenting, from putting your work out there as much as possible and gathering the feedback. So yes, a single sketch from a challenge could absolutely become your first product. All you need is a plan, a process, and someone to walk you through it. And this is where my course Digital Product Secrets comes in. Here's what really sets my program apart, in my opinion, from other courses. It is implementation. Because other courses, they might give you all of the theory, they might give you all of the tips, all of the checklist, things to do, but then you're left on your own trying to actually do the work. And let's be real with how much is already on our plate every day. That's when things get pushed to tomorrow, when I have time, or someday when I'm ready. And that's exactly why I created this course, Digital Product Secrets, and why I made it live. So it's a 9 weeks program where every week we go through the process together. So every week I'll guide you through planning your product, creating it, refining it, and then how to launch your own digital product. And there are replays, yes, so if you miss the live, you can watch the replay straight after. But this run is all about showing up and building a product in real time as a group. And I'm not just teaching this course, guys, I'll also be creating a brand new product alongside you. So you get to see exactly how I create and launch my own product for my own shop. This year, I'm going to make a font because I had so much fun last year participating in the Lettering Style Challenge 2024, where I created some logos for fictional characters. And now I want to transform those logos into fonts. And I'm super excited to do that with you during Digital Product Secrets this May. And we'll go through the whole journey together from initial concept all the way to launch day. So I'll share with you absolutely everything. There is no gatekeeping with my courses. So guys, if you've been thinking about selling digital products for way too long but haven't made the leap, this is your sign. You don't need to do it alone. You just need structure, accountability, someone to tell you exactly what to do and who's right there with you building something real. Like I say, we start this month. First module is on May 22nd, and I would love to have you join us. So that's it from me. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to start, this is it. Don't overthink it. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just start, make the thing, and I will help you every step of the way. I cannot wait to see what you create. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.